Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now this video is for you if you desire to start your studies in the UK in September of 2025. Now the scholarship I'm about to share in this video is going to be expiring very soon, so please, the moment you finish watching this video, start your application. Now the scholarship I'm going to be talking about today is the Alan and Nesta Ferguson University of Leeds scholarships. Now the University of Leeds actually is offering a few fully funded scholarships at the moment, and I'm going to be addressing them in each video. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Alan and Nesta Ferguson scholarship. Now this scholarship is very dear to me because this was also the scholarship I received, but not from the University of Leeds, rather from the University of Sheffield. So this is a scholarship that I'm very familiar with, and I would love for you guys to also apply for this scholarship. It's a very good one. On the website, it says that this scholarship is a 1-year fully funded scholarship for applicants from developing countries who are wishing to pursue a full-time taught master's studies in selected schools, and one of the schools is the University of Leeds. Now this is an international scholarship, that means it's for international students. And what does this scholarship offer? First of all is free tuition, so your tuition fee is going to be covered. Then you also get a maintenance allowance of £16,664. Now on top of that, you also get a return economy travel and other allowances. Now when I applied for the Alan and Nesta Ferguson scholarship at the University of Sheffield, it only included tuition fee and the maintenance allowance, but now they've also added a return economy travel. Now who is eligible for this scholarship? Applicants from developing countries who would like to undertake a 1-year taught master's program to study in some of the selected schools, and we're going to be looking at some of the selected programs that you can study. Now it says that with areas of study related to the economic, social or technological development of the applicant's home country. The deadline for this scholarship is the 3rd of February 2025 by 5 p.m. GMT. So that's very soon, so as much as possible start your application the moment you finish watching this video. Now we're going to look at the eligibility criteria and some of the things that you need for your application soon. Now this scholarship is only available for 2 applicants, okay? 2 applicants, which makes it quite competitive. Not even quite, very competitive. But one thing I always say about scholarships is that there is no harm in applying. When I applied for scholarships, I applied for more than 20 scholarships and also received more than 20 rejections. Out of all the scholarships I applied for, one of them clicked. So I always advise not to give up, even if you see that it's only going to be 1 scholarship available, or 2 or 3 or even 60. As much as possible, try your best and submit your application. You never know, you may actually be one of the successful applicants. Now let's go into a deeper look at what the scholarship entails and how to apply for this scholarship. Now to apply, there are different stages. There is stage 1 and there's stage 2. For stage 1, to be eligible to apply, you must apply for a relevant taught program of study. Okay, so it's important to take note of that. I know a lot of people do ask me questions that should they apply for the scholarship first or should they apply to the course they want to study first. Now I usually advise that you check the information that is given on the website. Now most times it's stated clearly what you need to do, just like in this case. It says that in stage 1 you need to apply for a relevant taught program of study. Now let's have a look at what the programs of studies are. Now these are some of like the courses that you might be able to take. Now if I remember correctly, when looking at this scholarship, they listed some of the courses that are eligible. Okay, so I'm going to go back now and I'm going to show you guys what those courses are. So just to scroll down, it shows it here. In the terms of the conditions, it says that this scholarship is available for applicants applying for programs of study related to economic, social or technological development, with the exception of the Leeds MBA in the following schools. So these are some of the schools or departments, I would say. Okay, There's earth and environment, electronic and electrical engineering, biological sciences, geography, history, law, languages, even medicine, media and communication. But remember that these are for masters, okay? Media and communication, performance and cultural industries, physics and astronomy, politics and international studies, philosophy, religion and history of science, transport studies, Leeds University Business School. Okay, now these are some of like the departments that you can study a course for this scholarship, for to be eligible for this scholarship. Okay, now if we go back to that link that says apply for a relevant third program of study, let's have a look once more and see what it says. So it says there that applications for master's courses open in October and are submitted online. You will also be able to track your application. So first of all, you have to find your course, okay? And after finding your course, you then apply, and you apply using an online application portal. Now, it talks about saving your application and some of the supporting documentation you need for the course you want to apply to. So for example, you have your degree certificate and academic transcript. Also remember that if your degree certificate is not in English, you need to also submit a translated copy. Then evidence of your English language proficiency. But if you do not yet hold a suitable qualification, then please select the option no English language test when applying. But then we're going to be seeing in the scholarship eligibility criteria that you need to have an evidence of your English language proficiency to be eligible for that scholarship. And also you need to submit scanned copies of any UK visas that you have, or CAS that you also have. CAS is a document that the institution that you're applying to gives to you to apply for your visa. Now, depending on the course that you want to apply for, you might be asked to provide some additional documents like personal statements, a CV, a portfolio, or translation tests. If your course requires a personal statement, you will find the guidance on what to include in your personal statement within the application form. They also talk here about references as well. Now, when you apply, you may then be required to nominate 2 referees who have knowledge of your academic and or professional ability. Okay, and they give an example that usually to be like your lecturer while you were in uni, or a supervisor at your previous educational institution. Now, if you want to know more about what documents you need to apply for a fully funded scholarship, I do have a video on my channel and I'm going to link here. Now, you can watch that video to find out more details about what kind of documents you need to apply for a fully funded scholarship and even for a course of your choice in university. Also, I have another video talking about how to score a high band score in your IELTS exam, what materials that you need to use, what books you need to read, how to practice and how to study. Honestly, you don't need any tutorial or anything like that to prepare for IELTS. You can prepare by yourself with the right materials, and I explained all of that in that video, which I'm also going to link here. So please have a look at that. Now we're going to go back to the scholarship application. This is for applying for courses, okay, at the University of Leeds. Now let's go back to the application and what other documents or what other requirements are needed. Now we've talked about stage 1, which is you have to apply. So we've looked at how to apply for a master's course now. Now it also said that you need to be in receipt of a student application number. Now a student application number will most likely be given to you once you make your application for the course you'd like to study. And it clearly states here that applications without a valid student application number will be rejected. So please take note of that. So first of all, before going ahead to apply for the scholarship, you need to have applied for the course you want to study, and you need to have been given a student application number to then be able to apply for this scholarship. Now stage 2, it says that once you are in receipt of your student application ID, then you complete the online application form. Let's see what the online application form looks like. So this is the link. It takes you directly to this link where the online application form is. Basically, you need to have a look at all of this. This is where the application form for the Alan and Nesta Charitable Trust Scholarship is. So have a look at that as well. It talks about the application procedure and all the things that you need to do. So please take a thorough look at this application form once you're ready to start your application. Then it says, how are the scholarships now awarded? So each school, so that we looked at the list of all the schools: School of Law, History, Geography, Biological Sciences, and so on and so forth. So each of these schools, basically at the University of Leeds, will select a short list of applicants who they wish to recommend for the award. Now, the University of Leeds Scholarship Selection Panel would then meet to consider the shortlist and then select the successful applicants and reserves. Okay, so that means that it's very important that when you're submitting your application for the course you want to study, submit a good application. Because when the school you're applying to, that's the school under the University of Leeds that you're applying to, they'll have a look at your application, and then they will select a short list of applicants that they wish to recommend. So they would recommend their own applicants, and then the scholarship panel team at the University of Leeds would then also look at the selection that they have made and then now select their own successful applicants. So you have to make sure that you are submitting a very good application. Okay, now it says that unsuccessful applicants can expect to be notified of the application outcome approximately 4 weeks after the application closing date, while shortlisted applicants will be informed of the outcome of their application within 10 weeks of the application closing date. Okay, so that's the kind of deadline they are giving in terms of when you should expect to hear back from them about the result of your application. Now, we looked at the conditions and we looked at the schools that are eligible. So if you want to apply for this scholarship, you have to be applying for a course under any of these schools or departments, basically. Okay, now these awards are only available to applicants who are liable to pay academic fees at the international fee rate. So essentially international students, okay, are eligible for this scholarship. Applicants must hold or expect to hold by September of 2025 a first degree at undergraduate level, because this is a master's scholarship. Okay, a first degree at undergraduate level equivalent to at least a UK upper second class honors degree. So that's very important to take note of. Now, this is not to say that all scholarships require you to have a first degree, but most of them do. Now, if you do have a first degree at undergraduate level, which is equivalent to at least a UK upper second class honors degree, then you are eligible to apply for this scholarship. Also, applicants should either have graduated with the appropriate first degree or be in their final year of study. Applicants whose first language is not English must meet the university's English language requirements. And I'm sure if we have a look at English language requirements, it will show us what the requirements are. So apparently it says here that you need your IELTS. Okay, so please have a look at the links. They have linked different pages to it, so have a thorough look at it and then see what score you need to have, or what band score you need to have in your IELTS to be eligible for this. So please, because of time in this video, I can't go through all of that, but I'm going to leave the link to this scholarship in the description of this video for you to have a thorough look at all the requirements that are stated here. Now, it also says here that if the school or faculty to which you have applied has a higher English language entry requirement, then you must meet the higher requirement. It also says that you should have a valid test result which is not more than 2 years old by your official start date at the University of Leeds. Then applicants must also be citizens of and permanently resident in one of the developing countries according to the International Development Association list of borrowing countries. So let's have a look at that link and see what countries are stated there. So yes, so these are some of the countries, okay, that are stated here, from Africa, from East Asia, and from Latin America and Caribbean. So if you see a country, your country here, then it means that you are most likely eligible for this scholarship. Okay, so have a look at that as well. Then let's look at the other requirements that are stated. It also says there that applicants must also not have undertaken studies lasting 1 year or more in a developed country. Then they should be unable themselves or through their families to pay for their study in the UK. So make sure that you mention that in your application or in your personal statement. Then they should also agree that they will return, okay, to their home country as soon as their period of study is complete. Okay, so now many people miss this part, but it's important to take note of it, that you have to agree that you will return, because scholarship is for you to get the skills and the knowledge that you need here to then go back to your country and then further the development of your country. Now, the awards must be taken up in September of 2025, and it just talks more about what the Alan and Nesta Ferguson Charitable Trust is. Like I said, I'm also a recipient of this scholarship, but from the University of Sheffield. Now, this is from the University of Leeds, and like I said, it's a very generous scholarship as well. Some of the criteria are quite different compared to when I applied. So, like I said, I'm going to leave the link of this scholarship in the description page of this video, so have a look at it, go through all of the eligibility criteria. I'm sure there's much more information here on the website. If you have any questions, I'm sure they have like an email or a phone number for you to call and ask questions you have. And if it's also a question that I can answer, you can leave your questions in the comment section, or you can send your questions to my Telegram channel, which I'm gonna leave the link to my Telegram channel in the description page of this video as well. So if you've enjoyed this video and if you found this video really helpful, why not give it a like, share to someone, a friend, a colleague, someone who's interested in applying for a fully funded scholarship to study in September of 2025, and also subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.